Guys, it's Jordan Vezo or Vezoia here, whichever you fucking prefer, to be honest with you. Right, so when we finished off in the last video, we were just coming to the end of December, and realistically, we were about to hit January with our new signings. Now, I did record the January video, and basically my audio isn't working at all. Wasn't working at all for the video. I have no way of recovering it. It's just my own right, rookie error really, because I didn't record it in more than one place, but I'm going to start doing that going forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go through everything that's happened in this, in the month realistically. So we started off playing against Blackburn. We drew 3-3. Fairly close game, probably a deserved scoreline in the end. They scored a late goal and we managed to pull one back. Mitrovic getting his first of the season for us. Dwight Gale's not been on form. We lost to Norwich in the FA Cup. Not too worried about that, to be honest. Didn't really give a shit. Then we had Brentford, another close game. They beat us 3-1. Probably deserved it. They had all of the the positive chances, to be honest. And at this point, then here after this game, board came to me and said, you need to back your ideas up or you're out, basically. And I've told them in a month's time things will look a lot better. So that's going to come around about the Wolves game. Not sure what just happened there, but that's going to come around about the Wolves game. I'm not sure what happened there with that noise, but anyway, let's check we're still being recorded. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm not sure what just happened there, but I think my microphone might have disconnected and reconnected very quickly. Everything looks fine with it though. So just after the Brentford game, we were told that we were going to get the boots if we didn't pick things up. I told them I would, and then we went on to the Rotherham game and won 2-1. Pretty happy with it. Probably should have scored more. Mitrovic scored 2 in that game, and then we played Brighton. And we lost. We lost 3-0 to Brighton. They absolutely annihilated us. So this month, realistically, it's a very big month for us. And there is a potential that we'll get sacked in this month. So I'm going to go through the month. There's a lot of games this month as well. And I'll basically deliver the highlights from all of those games. So apparently, guys, I've been linked with the Everton post. That's interesting because if you've watched from the start of the series, I did actually mention that my best ever save was with Everton. I took Everton, I think from the start of the game. I may not have been, but I'm pretty sure I took them from the start of the game. Very quickly established them as a top 4 team. It took me a little while before I won my first trophy, but from there I just sort of steamrolled and snowballed and carried on winning tournaments. I just consistently won the Champions League, the Premier League, and so on and so forth. We have the most winningest teams of team in both of the tournaments ever. So that might be an interesting prospect if that job does come up. I do want to stay with Newcastle. That's the idea. But like I previously mentioned, we may get sacked, so I'll have to wait and see. But for now, I'm just going to say they're just rumours. There's absolutely no contact, and we'll leave it at that. So guys, as you can see here, the transfer window is over. We've gone through January. We've made 2 signings. The signings that we made on the 1st of January, Matthew Targett and Nathaniel Chalobah. The only other notable change has been that Mohamed Diame has left Newcastle United, don't know where Manchester City came from, and has gone to Dynamo Kiev for a fee of 4.8 million. We only paid 4.5 for him at the start of the season, so a little bit of profit in short time, not too bad. And let's get on with the first game of the month, which is QPR. So into the first game we go. We have Christian Atsu back from the African Cup of Nations, which is superb. And we have Alexander Mitrovic also starting again for us today. Let's go off with kick-off. So we are 20 minutes in or 19 minutes in. Matt Ritchie hits the crossbar from a free kick there. So in this first half, realistically, we have dominated. I think we've been the much better team. We've certainly dominated possession. If I pause here and quickly go to the match stats, you'll be able to see possession-wise, we've had a lot more of the ball. We've had a few more shots, but there's not been too much in regards to that. Hopefully, we're going to be able to change that going forward and put something in the back of the net, because we desperately need goals. QPR get the corner here. Matt Ritchie's going to chase out the clearance. Mitrovic gets the ball. He can switch this. He doesn't. Gives it to Jose Perez. He does. But Bidwell gets there. Yedlin is way up the pitch there. Further than I'd like him, to be honest. Not the furthest forward. I don't want him being there. Abdelak Nouri. Yedlin gets the ball off him. Atsu out to Jose Perez. Gives it back to Matt Ritchie. Matt Ritchie can get it in here. That's a poor ball. That's very easy for Stephen Corker. Don't know what our left back Matthew Targett is doing there. He's not... Oh, God. What? Defensively, I'm shocked. I don't know. Matthew Targett didn't come and collect the ball, and then we just lost him. Mitro? Nope. Saved. I'm shocked. Right, it's time to make some changes. We're going to bring off Alexander Mitrovic and get our man Dwight Gale on. Hopefully he can change the way this game's being played. And also Jack Colback is going to come on for Nathaniel Chalobah. And hopefully he can also change the way that this game is going, because at the moment we're just not doing well enough. We're going to go a little bit more attacking as well and go for it. Right, so the game has actually ended 1-0 to Queen's Park Rangers, and I think it's quite likely that we're going to get fired. It's the same story again, man. We're just not putting anything in the back of the net, and it's infuriating because I know the team's capable. Right, so we've got Derby next. As you can see, we're currently sitting in 11th, and we're now 6 points away from second place. Everything's looking a little bit further away, a little bit less comfortable. I'm not liking where things are right now, to be honest with you. We have made a few changes. Rolando Aarons is starting over Christian Atsu due to the fact that he is currently a little bit unfit, African Cup of Nations. And we've also got Dwight Gale back in. A team talk was held, and I've told the team that we need to turn things around. Everybody needs to be on board, and he reacted the best. So I'm hoping he's going to show up, bang in a few goals against Derby, really get us running, and we'll see what happens. But that's the idea so far. This is make or break. This is the game, to be honest with you. If we don't win this, even if we do win this, to be honest, we could still be getting the sack. But if we don't win this, we'll slide into Russell, gives it to Wilson, and James Wilson of Manchester United has scored for Derby. Not what you want when you're playing for your job, hey. But oh well. Puts this in, and Dwight Gale! The man is back. He's got his 20th goal of the season. Please save me, Dwight. Please save me. I have made a decision as well that if I do get sacked by Newcastle, I'm going to try and move on to another job. I'll take whatever I can, really, as long as it's got a little bit of potential. Because that's how I like to play these days. I like to play them as if, almost as if I'm, actually managing. Matthew Targett gives it to Anita here. Aarons, this is full time, surely. Maybe one last chance. No, there you go. Yeah, because I like to play these as if I'm, actually managing, and it's more fun to do that way. So if I am sacked, we'll be looking for another job. And we'll have to rename this series, I suppose. Right, so crunch time. I've just had a look at the promise, and I have 6 days left to improve the overall confidence, and it doesn't look good so far, I'll be honest with you. We've got Wolves and Norwich left, 2 teams in good form, both away from home. I'm not confident. I think we're going to end up getting sacked here. That's fine, we'll move on from there. But yeah, let's see how we do against Wolves. So, early opportunity for someone. Ball gets cleared, but it's headed back to Jose Perez. Anita gives it to Mitrovic. Mitrovic does 1, 2, and then blasts it wide. That was something else. Bodvarsson gives it out to Helder Costa. Dicko is going to get in the box and put that wide also. Long ball goes to Bath, who gives it to Chalba. Jose Perez. Mitrovic! Yes! Alexander Mitrovic puts one away, making it 1-0 to Newcastle away from home against Wolves. Let's see if we can keep this going. Sells clears that. Mitrovic. No, it's House who gets it. It's Akpom who gives it back to Price. Cavallero. John. Chalobah is in there though. Aarons to Jose Perez. Jose still with it. Yep, gets to Aarons. Price has the ball back now though. John. Over to Akpom. Cody has the ball. Long ball to Helder Costa. Puts it in. It's Cavallero. And it's 1-1. Cavallero into Akpom. And Richie clears it. Ayofa. And it's going to finish 1-1. A respectable result against the 4th place Wolves. Hopefully that's going to give the team a little bit of confidence. I mean, we're not in a great position right now, but there's plenty of time left. There is plenty of time left to push up that table. We'll see what our fate is very shortly. This just in. Newcastle United have decided to part ways with Jordan Harris after just half a season. The performance from the Newcastle team has not been up to par, and the board are clearly not very happy with the results that Harris has been getting. This has now resulted in him looking for a new job. Great fucking stuff. Okay, so we have been sacked. Before we got to play the Norwich game, I kind of expected it. Am I happy with it? Not really. But it is what it is. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to look for a new job, and I will add that part into the end of the video now. But our time has come to an end with Newcastle United. We'll quickly have a little look at what went wrong really. I mean, it's very plain to see. I just wasn't getting the results. We weren't winning enough games. 13th in the championship when we should have been cruising the game. Honestly, I expected to breeze the championship, but this has been probably the toughest start to a season that I've had. I've definitely underachieved with teams before on Football Manager games, but not quite like this. It's either been a complete flop, or I'm kind of exceeding expectations. But in this case, it was sort of halfway. Like I'm not too far outside, but at the same time, I'm not doing well enough. I'm not doing as well as I should be with a team like Newcastle United. So, not ideal, not perfect. Let's have a little look at the jobs available. We do have the Sevilla job potentially coming up, which we could go for. There's a few jobs that are insecure here. I think I am going to go for the Everton job and see if we can get that, because I like the potential of managing Ross Barkley. I hope they still have them, and Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, so hopefully this is the one we get, and we're able to do some make some magic. I also like the idea of Gerard Deulofeu, because I think he is world class, if I'm being completely honest with you. But yeah, I'll come back to you when I have a new job. So, we're at a new club. We've taken over Olympique Marseille. I don't know why their last manager left. I'll be honest with you. They're 4th in the league, in pretty good form. Currently just behind Lyon, who do have a game in hand. I mean, look, this isn't going to be the most competitive league, but the aim is going to be to try and build something here and potentially move on. Maybe stay here for a season, maybe not even that long. There's every possibility that by the time the next video starts, I'll be with another team. But this team came up, and it's, you know, they're a big club, so I had to go with it. The big issue is always going to be knocking these two off the top, or basically PSG off the top. I've actually never been able to do it in Football Manager. I've played in the French League a few times as Monaco. And even then, I find it incredibly difficult to actually get PSG off that top spot. But let's see what we can do. Maybe we can make Marseille a bit of a powerhouse. That's something that I've never done before. Is managed. Well, I've managed in these leagues, but not for a long time. So maybe that's something that we'll do this time around. We'll have to wait and see. But Marseille is the new club that we are at. We are not going to continue with the managing the Magpies series. I think we're going to have to rename it. And I've been thinking about what my aims might be if we don't do, you know, the Newcastle sort of. What if we don't try and push Newcastle to the top? I think my aim is going to be just to become the best manager ever on the game, and there'll be other goals that come with that. Obviously, I want to hold all of the records we possibly can. So if I can get a team to overtake, but basically I don't want to manage like a Madrid or a Barca or a United or, you know, one of those clubs. I want to manage a club that's got a little bit of a newer history, a more recent history. Clubs that, you know, my project is going to be long term with somewhere where I can, you know, go there and win trophy after trophy after trophy after trophy and still not quite be, you know, above teams like Madrid in regards to winning Champions Leagues and in regards to like United winning the Premier League. So I don't know, we'll figure something out. I'm not sure who we'll be going with it for that, but maybe it'll be Marseille. Perhaps it'll be that we knock PSG off the top, make Marseille the winningest team in the Liga, you know, and win as many trophies as we can with them, and obviously the Champions League and all of that good stuff. I can't see that because I generally don't like managing in leagues away from the English leagues. I find there's just much more familiarity in those leagues. The leagues away from that are a lot easier. The French league is probably the exception because of PSG, because they're always so dominant and they have so much money. But just to have a little look at the Liga 1 very quickly. If we look at the records, most times won is actually Saint Etienne, I guess. Interesting, didn't know that. So Saint Etienne won it 10 times. That's about all we need to know, isn't it? Saint Etienne have won it 10 times, most goals in a season, blah blah blah. Okay, so I mean at the moment, yeah, that's fine. So let's have a little look at the team. Well, I'm guessing this is the formation that they've set up with, and I can't be too mad about it. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that for now because I kind of need to, and we're just gonna, because we're midway through the season and I don't want to mess up what's been going well for this team. If anybody has played Football Manager for quite a while, you'll know about this guy, Doria. Very good young centre back. Football Manager alumni already, I would say, to be honest with you. Let's see then, what have we got here? We've got Bedimo. Yeah, no, we're not going to put him on attacking, so we're not a fan of doing that anymore. Midfielders, we've got Villa, that's good. Diarra, very good. Who's this guy? Vanker? William Vanker. I didn't say it. That was in your head. My voice also didn't just crack, so don't know what you're talking about. Right, so we're going to have Vezo as a ball-winning midfielder, and your CDM. Great stuff. That's what we want to see. Alright, I'll have you as an advanced playmaker. Perfect. Best right winger. I'm assuming it's going to be this Castler kid when I put him as an inside forward. Might not even be a kid. Probably isn't. Probably older than me. And he's actually a left winger. Okay. So left winger is going to be him, and also him. Maybe let's put him on the left side and attack. Where did I just see? There he is, our boy Tauvan. He is joining us. Will be with us permanently very soon. We've got Remy Cabella here as well, who is apparently a left winger. Good one. And up front we've got Forestieri or Buffet Gomis. Forestieri 27. Decent. Force 9. Target man. Huh. Who scored the most goals for the club this season? So look at that. Gomis. So I guess they have been playing Gomis. As a target man. Let's play Gomis as a kind of complete forward. I don't like playing with a target man. I'm not a fan of it at all. Don't think it works very well. But obviously it's fucking worked for them. So that's going to be it. I mean, we've got some... Ooh. That guy looks like he's going to be something a bit special. So he'll be worth keeping an eye on. Do I have a clause with him? No clause to buy. Oh, I can buy him for 861,000. Do I have money? Give me money. Tell me I got money. Oh, I can buy him. Okay. So I'm probably going to sign him, Jack, because he looks like he's got some potential. What about Clinton and G? Don't know if we will sign him. Lack of a tactics go. Do we not have a tactics go? Oh god. 6 million if I want him. I don't know if we need him, to be honest. And Iseka? We definitely don't need him. I don't think he's good enough. There is no option anyway. That's it, isn't it? Well, there's Buffet Gomis. We've got so many like players on loan here. Gomis is no option to make permanent. Van Keur, no option to make permanent. Okay. We have a few players we can make permanent signings for if we wish to. We'll see how they go for the remainder of the season. We've got Alessandrini. Some of you may know him from FIFA because he's fucking rapid. But yeah, let's kind of see how we go. I mean, looking at their form, they haven't, like, nothing spectacular has been happening, and they're second in the fourth in the league. And I don't really know where that came from. So I mean, they've been picking up points, I suppose, and we've not got a huge amount of games left. But the hope is to, I suppose, stay in fourth and see out the season as, you know, Europa League. As a Europa League team, but I guess let's see what happens for us. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bit of a roller coaster this episode, but next time, obviously, we're going to go through. I think I'm going to. What are we going to do? Yeah, I'll go through this game and the rest of April, which is a long month, so there's going to be a lot of games in the next episode. This episode is obviously going to be a little bit shorter than expected because there's been less games in it than what we wanted. But a lot has happened. It's, like I say, been a bit of a roller coaster of a month. Hopefully, we're going to be able to kind of get it changed, or not change, but we're going to be able to pull out something with Marseille and kind of do well. We've got a little bit of money. Nothing remarkable though, so yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. To be honest with you, I'm not overly excited about this, but we'll see what happens. with all of that being said, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you are new, it does all help the channel grow, and also be sure to let me know what you think of my joining Marseille. Maybe that's not, you know, the ideal team for me to join, but let me know. We're going to do a bit of a journeyman, I suppose. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.